From our studios in Atlanta, this is CBT News. Today's show is brought to you by Dealer.com. And here now is Joe Gum.
And hello, everyone. Welcome back into CBT News. I'm Joe Gum. We appreciate you joining us today. We hope you had a great weekend of sales. Okay, so we can all agree that it's totally unprofessional to mock the unfortunate circumstances of others, right? When they fail, laughing at their expense. Well, of course it's wrong to do that, even when it's a company that doesn't like the traditional dealer model of selling cars and will fight the dealer system to change the laws because dealers are a threat. Even then, you don't wish failure upon them. For example, Tesla posted its biggest quarterly loss ever recently and continues to struggle with production problems on its new Model 3 sedan. Now, granted, that's not new news. Elon Musk has failed many times on delivering Tesla's forecast, but it might be different this time. In a recent interview on CNBC's Earnings Central, Oppenheimer's Colin Rush was simply asked a point-blank question. Take a look.
Do you trust Musk to deliver what he says he will?
I mean, no. In terms of what he says out, in fact, we discount what he says, pretty substantially.
Colin, here's what I want to understand. So he says he needs time. You effectively say he needs time.
Yeah.
Where is he, though, relative? Are there other automakers that you look at that you think are going to catch up to where they are now? And when do those two lines cross?
So 2019 is the year when we're seeing cars that are really going to compete with Model 3 and the S and X out in the market. And so it's been curious to us to see automakers move so slowly in terms of doing that, because they can make cars pretty effectively and they can make EVs effectively, but they just haven't. And so the question is really, are they cannibalizing their own vehicles with these new cars?
All right, CNBC reported Tesla said it's on track to produce 5,000 Model 3s per week by the end of its second quarter, a twice-delayed goal that the electric car company had originally projected for the end of 2017. All right, in the meantime, when just about every other automaker has jumped on the autonomous driving rideshare bandwagon, Subaru of America President Tom Dahl recently told the crowd at the kickoff of the Chicago Auto Show that, quote, most people still want a long-term relationship with the car or two in their driveway, end quote. As the keynote speaker, Dahl said he believed 9 of 10 cars on the roads today are personal vehicles, adding the likes of Uber and Lyft are not for everyone all the time, and Americans drove 3.2 trillion miles in 2016. Ward's Auto reports that Subaru of America, which turns 50 this year, has been on a roll for the past decade. The company has seen 10 straight years of year-over-year sales growth, setting records in 9 of them. A few months ago at the LA Auto Show, Dahl gave credit to dealers for doing this.
What makes a customer a loyal customer? How do you get them to transition to that person that buys a second Subaru, a third Subaru?
It all gets down to the experience that they're getting at the retailer level. A product is really a product, right? I mean, at most the product, I tell this to our sales organization all the time, at most the product can be 50% of the equation. The other 50% or more really is that customer experience. And that customer experience is delivered through the retailers. It's delivered by the salesperson, it's delivered by the service advisor and the technician when they're handling those customer issues or requests that come up. And really it's about being a consultant to that customer. And that's how you keep them loyal.
All right, there you go, giving credit to where credit is due for you, the dealer. All right, each Monday on the CBT Automotive Network, we bring you the show Straight Talk with host and author David Lewis. Make sure your entire team checks it out today, only on the CBT Automotive Network. All right, coming up next, we know interest rates are rising this year, but how will they impact your dealership's profitability? And our tip of the day.
Kelley Blue Book's Instant Cash offer puts the trust back in trade-in discussions. It's how smart dealers get to yes easier.
CBT News. News that drives you.
So if interest rates keep rising this year, what will be the impact on dealership profitability? In our monthly market update, we ask Erin Kerrigan, founder and managing director of Kerrigan Advisors.
Interest rates are going to have an impact on dealership profitability. In fact, if you look at the decline in profitability, the slight decline in 2017 relative to 2016 for the average dealership, it actually equates to almost exactly the amount that the average dealer gave back in floor plan profits. Today, floor plan profits per new vehicle sold are hovering around $50 per new vehicle. Last year, they were about $130 per vehicle. So that's a pretty big decline in profitability from floor plan. We are probably looking at a place where we eventually get to no profit from floor plan, and rather we could start switching to an expense. Now, it's important to keep in mind this is still a relatively small number for dealers relative to the full P&L, but it is going to impact dealership profitability, and it will put some pressure on profitability. Of course, we'll also see some pressure in terms of consumers' ability to finance vehicles. This has been a big part of how we've gotten so many vehicles sold in the last few years, is because interest rates were so amenable and attractive for the average consumer. As interest rates rise, we will likely see some of that put some pressure on car sales.
All right, to check out the entire monthly market update with Erin, just click on the link below here on the CBT homepage. All right, it's time for our tip of the day, and it comes today from Becky Nixon.
Today I want to talk about the value female customers bring to your service department. Research tells us that females make up over 65% of our daily service department customers. We also know that women buying habits and decision making is vastly different from men's when it comes to the care and maintenance of their vehicles. With that in mind, you don't want to use the same selling mentality on a woman that you would for the average male customer. When it comes to the vehicle maintenance and repairs to your female customers, make sure you explain the need in detail. Using pictures or videos can help her understand the concern or the process involved to perform the recommended maintenance or repair. Making the effort to sell more of this service not only benefits your customers, it adds pure labor sales to your bottom line. Even if you reversed the percentage to only 30% of women that decline this basic service, by explaining the benefits to your female customers, you could substantially increase technicians' hours and labor sales. I cannot stress enough how important pictures and videos are when recommending tires, brakes, and other needs that involve measurements such as 2/32 or 4 millimeters. Think about it. What percentage of women would decline brake repairs if they saw the condition of their brake pads at 2/32? Not many, I assure you. By taking a little extra time and effort to explain these things to your female customers, you will earn their gratitude, ensure their safety, and give them good reasons to return to your shop whenever they need service or maintenance help in the future.
Remember, you can access all of our tips from more than 10 trainers, including Becky, right here on demand 24/7, 365. Hey, if you haven't connected with us on social media, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn for announcements, highlights of our shows, interviews, and so much more. And while you're here, make sure you check out the latest edition of Car Biz Today magazine. To receive your free copy, send us an email to magazine@cbtnews.com and include your company's full mailing address. Hey, we appreciate you watching here on this Monday. I'm Joe Gum. Have a great week of sales, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Thank you for watching the official news source of the retail automotive industry, CBT News. Today's show is brought to you by
Experience Optimization lets you create a personalized website experience that's powered by data and ensures your digital showroom automatically adapts based on AutoTrader, Kelley Blue Book, and previous shopping behavior. So when they reach your site, you deliver more relevant vehicles.